Pakistan was formed on the principle of equality in citizenship and rights, yet 5% of the total population of Pakistan collectively constitute of religious minority groups who bear the consequence of ever-growing manners of discrimination, intolerance and extremism. Institutional discrimination against religious minorities' participation in politics remains unchanged today. Articles 42(2) and 91(3) of the Constitution of Pakistan bar non-Muslims from holding the positions of the head of state, the president, and head of government, the prime minister. Such restrictions in the Constitution of Pakistan prove that the right to full political participation is not guaranteed to non-Muslims. The political parties rarely offer minorities the opportunity to contest in general elections, and even if they do, the candidate and the party meet with other forms of resistance, such as distribution of pamphlets by religious groups and political parties cautioning Muslims against voting for non-Muslim candidates, labeling them infidels. Under the present system, the general seat members of parliament are required to act as representatives of all the constituents, including minorities. There are 100 national constituencies that have 10,000 or more non-Muslim voters. However, the joint electorate system, while much fairer on paper, has a major challenge in that general seat members of parliament fail to fully acknowledge the electoral and political importance of these minority groups. In the same time, minority community members lack the capacity and trust required to take a step forward and hold these members of the parliament responsible and accountable to their needs and interests. Out of the total non-Muslim population Pakistan has, 53.7% live in Sindh, 41.6% live in Punjab, 2.3% live in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, 1.7% live in Balochistan, and 0.7% live in the federal capital of the country. Out of every 1,000 non-Muslims in Pakistan, there are 497 Hindus, including 68 from scheduled castes, which could be much higher in number as most of them do not register themselves or have acquired a national identity card. 425 Christians, 58 Ahmadis, and 20 from different religious groups including Parsis. Out of every 1,000 Christians, 812 live in Punjab, 141 live in Sindh, 19 in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and 13 in Balochistan. 16 live in the federal capital. 68% of Christians from Sindh live in Karachi. Karachi has the second highest concentration of Christians after Lahore, and it houses almost 325,000 Christian voters alone. Out of every 1,000 Hindus in Pakistan, 933 live in Sindh, 48 live in Punjab, 16 live in Balochistan, and 3 in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. There are 10,000 and more non-Muslim voters in 100 out of 272 national constituencies. 38 of these lie in Sindh. In south of the country, which includes Sindh and Balochistan, the research conducted in 19 constituencies, including 1 in Balochistan and 18 in Sindh, and there were 10,000 or more non-Muslim voters. 13 of these 19 constituencies have the higher number of non-Muslim voters than the victory margin, whereas out of 29 constituencies of North comprises of 1 from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and 28 from Punjab, 7 constituencies have the higher number of non-Muslim voters than the victory margin. Therefore, it is imperative for the non-Muslim voters to know that their voting power does have electoral significance in some constituencies. They should be aware of such democratic power they have and exercise it to the fullest extent, which can make their voices heard by the elected members of the parliament.